with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taking in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here we go!
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Again, it's Henry. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Texans will take over. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 20-yard line. On play action, Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mills. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mills. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Check pass, check pass.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Christian Harris, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Off the play fake, Mills. Got his target. That's Kohler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Charlie Kohler, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Willis now off play action. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This is taken at the 23. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 3rd down, here's Mills. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Mills again. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Oh, he's got some breathing room. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Throwing, Mills.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. Second down.
Second down at 5. Again, it's Mills.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Second down and goal. Mills. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's the option going right. Room here to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Fix the Eagle! Fix the Eagle!
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Seven Pirates!
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play fake, Mills. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. First down, Mills. This one left side caught by Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And some space here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down, they go right back to Pierce. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Mills now from the 50. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Play action now, Mills. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now, things may have changed for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Mills. That's underneath to Pierce. Oh, good move. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Okay, ready?
final play of the half. Mills. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down throw for Mills. There again is Cooks, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Mills to the air again. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Mills. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin with Henry. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
19 tight, 19 tight. 65 yards, 65 yards.
Inside handoff, Henry.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
19 right.
3rd down, it's Willis. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Go. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Hey, check that. Street.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to it before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Bronco switch. Warriors 70. Dragon 60.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You get down in this area of the field, you know you're going to get a heavy dose of number 22. They stopped him for a short game there, but can they do it a couple of more times?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, check that. Ready.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
18 Radley.
Willis on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run for it with Henry. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The big back, Derrick Henry, held out of the end zone. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Okay, great.
1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans
At their own 37.
on 1st down. Willis
Being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Willis out of the gun.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Here's Willis on 3rd and long.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They go play action. Mills.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
60 Maverick.
On 1st down, Willis. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
19
To try again after the sack.
Willis.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
First and 10, Willis.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing again on second down.
Willis.
Dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. The Titans on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is third down and 12.
Back to throw, Willis.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And some room to roam now.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Off the play fake, Mills.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Touchdown, Texans.
Dameon Pierce with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go now. 19 Lions. Buffalo 18. Go, Reed. Go. Mustang 19. Ready.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it.
It's caught by Hooper.
And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Warriors 17. 3. Ready.
To the air on first down, here's Willis.
20. Touchdown, Titans. Austin Hooper, 42 yards.
And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now that's caught out wide by Cooks. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Christian Fulton. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Play action now, Mills. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Mills. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play fake, Mills. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Texans, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they will get a home date next week.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shine in the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor.